Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Ready's Rides. I'm back here at Porsche of Tampa, also known as Reeves Porsche, because guess what? We have a new 2019 Porsche Cayenne Hybrid. Let's talk a little bit about the Cayenne and Porsche history. Porsche's been around for so many wonderful years, building wonderful sports cars. They really rocked the world when they announced that they were going to go the SUV route and produce their first SUV, which was the Cayenne. Now they have the Cayenne and the Macan, but they're really putting more and more DNA into what they're learning on the racetracks. Remember, Porsche has won that coveted 24 Hours of Le Mans 17 times, and even though these are SUVs, which remember, they're really hot selling, bringing in a lot of revenue for Porsche because that's what people are really going for, it still has, like I said, that DNA of their sports cars, the 911, 928, everything else into this 2019 Cayenne Hybrid. So let's go ahead. This is the third generation of the Cayenne, and it is the third hybrid model. Now, the first generation, there wasn't a hybrid. Second generation received the hybrid, and then they did it again, and then now it is here for the third generation. So right off the bat, I love that iconic Porsche styling. You can see the very wild headlight setup that they have inside that housing. This is stuff that they took from sports car racing, from the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the lighting technology, and put it into your Porsche road car. As we drop down, you have open venting here with active shutters. You can see the lighting that's built into the horizontal slots. Even as we drop down, all functional. That's what you expect to see in a Porsche. When we come across the front, it really looks like a 911 or a Panamera that's been raised off the ground. That wonderful Porsche logo from Stuttgart, Germany, the German colors. I like the continuation of the horizontal slots, but very, very clean, and surprisingly, lots of ground clearance. As we get up onto the hood, you'll see how the body lines start right on the front fascia, go directly onto the hood. Really, really nice touch overall. And then as we come around the bend, check it out. This is what you're gonna get on that E-Hybrid, because remember, this is a Cayenne E-Hybrid. I love this style of wheel. You got the machine finished spokes, you got some gray in there. This is a 22-inch wheel. Look at those calipers. They are the size of Mike Tyson's fists. Really gonna help clamp down on that rotor, and this bright yellow color is unique to the E-Hybrid, which this is that particular model of the Cayenne. I like the way the fender treatment kind of is flared out a little bit, nice body line indentation, and I'm digging the script. It almost has that Carrera script with the E-Hybrid and that fluorescent bright yellow color. Nice touch. When we go down the side, you have your regular gloss black roof rails, very clean, nice distinctive body line across the lower belt section. I think it was smart to go flat black on this lower portion, and then as we keep working our way back, for an SUV, I really like the way that the roof kind of slopes down. Nice quarter window, a little bit of a flaring of the fender. There's that indentation I was telling you about up front on the rear, and then coming out back, really just screams Porsche. So very nicely done with what they're doing for the rear hatch. And I like the way they're tying in this color for that whole E-Hybrid. As we drop down, yes, you do have, of course, tow capability with this functional exhaust. You know, so many brands are going to just fake exhaust or exhaust that are just decorative. I like the way Porsche has kept it real and just really clean out back, full LED lighting. Let's go ahead, pop the hood, and take a look at this E-Hybrid Cayenne. All right, guys, we got the hood popped on the Cayenne E-Hybrid. I am gonna zonk it because there is a lot of plastic, but one thing I'm glad to see is you have that nice brushed aluminum panel with that yellow green fluorescent color. Of course, underneath all that plastic, you do have an internal combustion engine. It's a 3-liter V6 turbocharged engine. It's also mated to an AC motor, lithium-ion batteries located inside the vehicle. Combined 455 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque, all mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and of course, getting to the ground through an all-wheel drive system. This Cayenne actually weighs in around 4,950 pounds, yet could do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, the quarter mile in 13 flat, a top speed of 157 miles an hour, and you're still gonna get 58 mpges out of this thing. At the end of the day, this is another option for people who want to have a Porsche but need the space. You have the towing capability of this, plus going e-hybrid route, you're going to get some maximum MPG ease. But why don't we go ahead, fire this up, and see if it makes any sound. All right, guys, we're inside the 2019 Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid. I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, this seems like a lot of car. You're getting the usability of an SUV. You're getting the Porsche history, tradition, heritage. How much is this particular one? Now, the way that it's optioned, this one has an MSRP of $103,000. Now, before you drop whatever you have in your hands or choke on the food that you're eating, you can start this off MSRP at $79,000. This one has quite a bit of options, but let's see what you're getting for the money. To the door panels. Now, there is a lot of dark material, but you tend to see that on German vehicles, and I like just how clean it is. Very nice, clean look. You got a little bit of gloss black, 3 memory seat functions on the passenger and driver's side. It has the Bose sound system, and just very, I think one of my favorite parts is I like the handle for closing the door. It's got a nice design to it with a little bit of brushed aluminum. The dash is very far forward, which is going to clean up this whole area. Very soft material, of course, a little bit more gloss black. I like the silver around those AC vents, even the slot there to make it go up and down and close, very nice touch. Brushed aluminum, check this out, 12.3-inch infotainment system screen. Look how clear that is. We could go into car function, swiping features. You can access your climate control all through here. We could go back in our car functions. There's our Macan e-hybrid, my Cayenne e-hybrid. You could go into your different modes here, Sport Plus, Sport, Normal, all the chassis settings. If you're going off-road, we could get into those different functions. Very easy to navigate through. I'm really digging that. Even though it looks complicated, it really isn't. As you come down, now I am going to zonk this because there's a lot of gloss black. You can see it kind of showing the dust and whatnot, but you can get into your climate controls here. I love the switch work. The switch work is very, very top quality feel, look, fit and finish. Heated seats, ventilated seats, of course. AC controls down here, or you could go through the screen. You have your electric e-brake. This is going to be controlling that 8-speed automatic transmission. Little tiny cubby here for a phone or maybe a bag of Lay's chips. You could just one at a time as you're going down your favorite road. 2 cup holders with a 12 volt. Kind of a weird place. I'm very curious why they put that 12 volt there. Here is your key fob. I know everybody likes to see the key fobs. You got your Porsche logo. It's got a nice shape to it. Being an e-hybrid, I think you know what I'm going to say. Where is that fluorescent yellow-green color on this key fob? That would have made it a little extra special. Armrest is hard as a German rock, but I do like the placement of it, how high it is. You open this up, nice little assortment of space in here, 2 USBs, close it down. Then these seats are a bit of Porsche heaven. I love the embossed logo on the back of the headrest. Great stitch work, really holds you in without squeezing you like a vice grip. I think they found the perfect balance for that. And then another thing that's wild in this car is how large the panoramic sunroof is. I mean, it goes way back, way back. Like your cargo is going to be able to get some sunshine back there. That's how far back that panoramic sunroof is. But why don't you come over to the business end? I'll show you behind the wheel of this Cayenne e-hybrid. All right, guys, business side where you want to, I'm sure, spend time. I like the Cayenne name, the brushed aluminum. Look at all the flexibility you get from these amazing seat controls. Rear power lumbar, nicely done. And then this steering wheel has been plucked right out of a Porsche 911. Love the leather, the size, even the way they hollow out the spokes. And then look, you even get a nice rotary dial here to go through different drive modes, which is really great. I like that setup. Paddles on the back of the steering wheel, which is really wonderful. And then check out that dash there. I really like the layout of the gauges. You have your tachometer there in the center with a fluorescent greenish yellow needle. On the left, it's full digital display. You can toggle through everything with your speedometer, and then you even have your Google Maps set up right conveniently placed in front of you, so you'd be able to just take a quick glance instead of looking over. I like that balance, really nicely done, and I'm so glad that they keep an analog tach. But why don't we go ahead, get to that back seat, and see how your passengers are going to be liking this Cayenne e-hybrid. All right, guys, back seat time in the Cayenne e-hybrid. This thing is amazing. Tons of room back here. I'm 6 feet tall, even with the panoramic sunroof, lots of space. I love the one-piece backs on these seats. Really makes it look like a race seat in an SUV. Check out this command center, full digital display to adjust your temperature. You got your dual AC vents, 2 USBs, a 12 volt, and a nice cubby in there, nicely placed. The seats, of course, are going to recline and everything, which is really, really smart, especially on an SUV. You even have AC vents in the A-pillars as well. I think that setup is the smartest. It's good to have the AC vents down low, but also have them there right in the middle to direct that air to you. Why don't we go ahead though? Let's check out the armrests. So you pull this down, that's my zonk back here. Take this, put it horizontal. It's still pretty wide, so I'm actually gonna give it just a quarter of a zonk, not a full zonk. But I would like to see that horizontal instead of vertical. Other than that, they really hit the nail on the head back here in this Cayenne. But why don't we check out that cargo area and see how much room we have for your stuff. All right, guys, we all have a lot of stuff. We need to haul it around to different places. Let's see what kind of room we have in the back of this Cayenne e-hybrid. You can see electric assist, lots of space back here. Even with the seats up, plenty of room. I'll go ahead and move this Porsche briefcase, which is actually tethered to the back here. Really, that shows the intentions of this car, that if you're gonna take it down twisty roads, we want that tethered in. But those seats are gonna do the 60-40 split and just really open up the back of this Cayenne e-hybrid. Really nice setup. But let's get to the best part. It's great looking at the cargo. First of all, did you just see that? Look how fast that closes. That's probably the fastest in the history of the SUV. So good job, Porsche. But let's go ahead. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this Cayenne e-hybrid for a spin. All right, guys, we left Porsche of Tampa. We're in the 2019 Cayenne e-hybrid. I'm gonna go ahead and get on throttle. 8-speed automatic drops down. She's off. Really, that combination of the AC motor and of course that 3-liter turbocharged engine really gets you up and running. You have wonderful braking from those massive calipers. I mean, they look like Bigfoot's hands painted bright yellow. That's what they look like. Inside the cabin, the layout is really nice. I'm just a little hung up on how much gloss black there is, so that would be a zonk for me, especially on the center console area. But compared to say like the Macan, there's a lot less buttons, and I think that's going to be welcoming to a lot more people than seeing the plethora of buttons that is found in the smaller sibling, the Porsche Macan. Also kind of neat, these grab handrails that they have for you and your passenger, because remember, this does have all-wheel drive. You can do some very light off-roading with it and have plenty of power, but you know, it's great visibility looking out over the windshield. Controls are easy to get to, and I think my favorite part's the steering wheel. I mean, holding on to this, seeing that Porsche crest, so much history, and then also the rotary knob to go into the different modes, whether it be Sport Plus, Sport, all that good stuff. Another thing that's great about the Cayenne e-hybrid is that it does have mild regenerative braking, so that's going to help with recharging that lithium-ion battery. But even in Sport Plus, I mean, it behaves just like a regular internal combustion engine powered Porsche. Very smooth. Seats are comfortable. I have the ventilation on. It works really well. And I think what's great about them is that they're supportive, but they don't hurt, these seats. So that's a big plus, especially if you want to take this and really do some longer distance traveling. Looking up at that panoramic sunroof, it's so large, like I point out, and the dash, the setup is great. I think that Porsche needs to just stick with what they're doing, keep the analog tach, everything else, that TFT digital display. I mean, I'm looking at Google Maps right now as I'm traveling down the road. That's pretty insane. You could go back into your infotainment and bring it up there as well. But just very comfortable SUV they've really made here. All right, guys, acceleration test in Sport Plus. I'm gonna leave it in automatic mode. On throttle, really put you back in the seat. Quick shifts out of that 8-speed. Nice, on those massive rotors. Really turning is great. That all-wheel drive, keeping you stuck to the pavement. Wow, I'm telling you, this Sport Plus mode, it really knows exactly where to hold the gear. It's almost like you're driving a manual, but it's then shifting for itself. Very smooth shifts, very fast shifts. All right, guys, one more time. On throttle at 8-speed, I'm just leaving it in automatic mode. Wow, on the brakes into this left-hand bend. Great feedback coming from the front end. Really nice with this decreasing radius. Look at this, holds a line like a champ. Is this an SUV? Yes, it is, but it's driving like a sports car. That's what's amazing about this e-hybrid, is you're getting all of it, all wrapped into one with a big old bow on top. They might as well have a fluorescent green or yellow bow sticking on the top of this thing, because that you're having it all with this Cayenne e-hybrid. And then on top of that, you can drive very nice and smooth. I could put it back into e-power, and we're running just on regular electricity. That's what is phenomenal about this Cayenne e-hybrid compared to anything else that really is out there on the market. I'm really digging this, and you get the Porsche history, the tradition, the whole thing all wrapped up. But we're gonna go ahead and get back to Porsche of Tampa. I'll see you in an electronic Tron kind of second. All right, guys, it's been another mind-blowing day here at Porsche of Tampa. Definitely gotta thank Liam and the rest of the crew. So accommodating, big Rady's Rides fans and supportives. What can I say? You're getting your cake and you get to eat it too with this Cayenne e-hybrid. You have the performance, you have the flexibility for fuel economy, and you have the flexible room and space inside. If these are the types of crazy SUVs that you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. If you are new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Mosher, working that camera like a champ. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.